Good afternoon. My name is Erica Plunkett, and I am a consultant with the consulting team number 4 with me and my show partner, Miss Michelle Milton. She and I will be giving you strategic points and planning ideas that we have come up with for the Ronald McDonald House right here in the city of Houston. And throughout our strategic plans, I hope you will find relevant and key points that will be in great use for the organization. The organization is a great organization right here based in the Texas Medical Center in this heart of the city of Houston. And we just love that we've been given the opportunity to be a part of the project. To give you a little brief history about the Ronald McDonald House, the Ronald McDonald House was founded in 1978. And it was founded as a way for families to have a sort of feel of home while they're going through a grief time, whether it be a child that is getting care in the hospital or a child that might be staying in the hospital for a long period of time. The Ronald McDonald House was created to give that family a home away from home feeling. And they also have partnered with 3 hospitals right here in the city of Houston, from Memorial Hermann, MD Anderson, and of course we all know the Texas Children's Center. Those are the 3 partnering hospitals that they are partnering with right now, but they also have a huge facility right here in the city on Holcomb Boulevard, and that house has 50 rooms now for families, and it's a great facility. They offer hot meals, family activities, free transportation to and from the hospital and the grocery stores, and not to mention that there is tons of family room and private spaces for family while they go through the process of taking care of a sick child. With that being said, the Ronald McDonald House, Home Away from Home, that has always been the founding core of the organization, and that is the mission statement. If you let me go over with you, the Ronald McDonald House is a place where it offers a home away from home, providing care, compassion, and hope to families with seriously ill children being treated in the Texas Medical Center. My partner and I, we've come up with the vision statement. We felt that was best suited for the organization. It goes along with our plan, and it also kind of coexists cohesively with the mission statement and their core values. And the vision statement simply says, a world where all children have access to medical care and their families are supported and actively involved in their children's care, keeping family close. That kind of partners in with the organization core values, and we took those values and we've come up with a strategic plan that we felt that mirror those values. And the core values of the organization, they simply are about collaboration, partnership, passion, excellence, and relevance. And those are the organization's core values that keeps the engine going in the organization. And my partner and I, Michelle Milton, have come up with some things that need to be addressed, and we expanded on some ideas, and we hope that you, the board members, are pleased with our ideas. And if you have any questions, please let me know towards the end. Also, we come to review the SWOT analysis of the organization, and while there are tons of strength in opportunities and challenges and weaknesses, as there are in all many organizations, we come to ponder on the opportunities that the organization has. And with it being right here in the state of Texas, in the city of Houston, the opportunities are just tremendous due to the location and due to the families and the alumni families and the strong board members and the volunteers that keep the organization going. One of the strengths that we really looked at were the programs and the housing that is available for families during this time. As we all know, having a sick child can be pricey, and it can be very costly when you are probably out of state or even in a city and you have to consider the fact that you have to look into taking a child to and from the hospital, or even being there taken away from the income. So giving the hospital, the Ronald McDonald organization has that, I think that is a great strength. And I think one of the things that when we found the strength, we also looked at the opportunities the organization has. And one of the opportunities that we really ponder on were the four that really caught our eye, and that was expanding expanding reach in the area, strengthening some of the organization programs while mobilizing support in the community, and also strengthening the culture from within. And that's just from the employee standpoint, volunteer standpoint, and a overall community feel of the organization. Also, we reviewed, and we would like for you to look at the slides that will indicate the external analysis that we've come up with, that have been certain things that we looked at. And one of the external analysis that we looked at, when we looked at the trends, we looked at the political standpoint, we looked at the economical standpoint of the trends, and the societal trends, and the technological trends. And briefly, I will go over the political trends, and that's just making sure that Medicaid and CHIP will cover the cost of insurance, and with politics being heavily involved in insurance and our health care, that was one of the things that we just saw. That was a part of the external analysis that we looked into and we reviewed extensively, along with the economic trends, the societal trends, being that there are 364 homes that are all over the world and serve 64 countries. I think that the societal trend is very impactful. And the technology trend, as we all know, technology is constantly evolving, and so we have looked at that, and we have looked at certain things in the technological sector that the organization can get a grasp on. Some of the strategy issues that we have come up with are just looked into, I should say, have been consistent on the implementation of the strategic plan. With multiple locations and appointed strategic champions responsible for the governing plans, progress location will need to develop a operational implementation plan that just aligns with our plan to ensure that all locations are working towards the mission and goals of the organization. Another strategic issue that we come up with is accountability and transparency with donors. The Behind Every Door capital campaign has an aggressive goal to raise $24 million, and that is to expand and to renovate the Holcomb home, which will serve more families and provide a home away from home. The lack of transparency with donors could potentially derail that. So transparency and accountability is something that we looked into. Minimizing disruption to staff and clients is part of a 3-phase plan, starting with the construction of the towers that is connecting over to the Holcomb House. Also, once that phase is completed, the project manager will have to evaluate and determine the best course of action in temporarily relocating staff and clients. And one of our other strategic points that we looked into was the research funding to increase marketing efforts. Creative fundraising strategies are key to increasing organizations' marketing efforts. Marketing is crucial to the visibility of the organization, specifically when it comes to donors, the community members, and stakeholders. In addition, it brings that brand awareness to the organization. As we all know, we think of Ronald McDonald House, we think of Ronald McDonald's, we think of McDonald's, the organization. But the Ronald McDonald House, that was one of the things, key issues that we found marketing. Our goals, once we have looked at those strategies and once we have looked over the issues that we've came up with, we came up with goals that align with the strategies that we have in place with this planning. Now, one of our goals, goal number 1, is to expand the capacity of the current Holcomb House from 50 to 70 new rooms, larger rooms. And with that, we're looking to just serve more families, and we have come up with an idea with strategy A. If you look in your PowerPoint, you will see that the strategy A one will be the Holcomb House renovation and expansion. Now, strategy number two, goal number two, is to strengthen the programs. And while we say strengthening the programs, where our strategy is to develop partnerships with colleges, with universities to enhance services. That's basically looking to internships with some of the universities here in Houston, getting the foot traffic in from the social worker interns, from the nonprofit here there at UHD, getting some of their nonprofit internships to coming through, bringing that awareness to the organization while collaborating with young people and professionals to bring that brand awareness, and also to improve the operational effectiveness of the organization. We also have looked into goal 3, and that's mobilizing support in our community. Marketing strategies is one of the things that we have come up with, and I think it has been, our concepts are really very strong, and we just want to look and strengthen relationships with hospitals, local organizations, high schools. I believe collaboration, and so does my partner and I. We just want to bring that awareness and increase the visibility of the organization. So marketing strategies and partnerships and sponsorships is one of the key strategies that we have come up with. And our number 4 goal is to strengthen the culture, celebrating the employees that we have, that are at the Ronald McDonald House, letting them know that their value, along with the volunteers, because the organization would not be able, as most organizations are not be able to run, especially in the nonprofit sector, if they don't have the help of the community. So we have come up with some plans. If you will look on slide 11, there's a strategy A, and we just revised a plan, and that is for senior managers to have identify internal organizations and board members in the collaboration with leadership, be able to identify key stakeholders and communicate the organization's mission and vision. The other one, another strategy B, is to compromise an environmental evaluation, including outputs and consolidated evaluations. Decision makers will choose who will manage core strategic planning changes within the organization. Lastly, our strategy C is moving the planning phase into management of the strategic plan. The Ronald McDonald House, we want them to focus on the organization vision for the future of implementing this strategic cycle. This phase is just approving and adopting the strategic plan while accomplishing the goals that are outlined in our strategic plan. Financially, the organization is doing extremely well. It is in good fiscal health. Organization for the year of 2018 has a strong revenue, roughly over about $12 million. With that, $1.1 million has been raised through the fundraising, so that's great. And if you look, there has been over $7.7 million that are coming from gift grants. That is extremely well, in contributions from family and friends of the community and the organization. All this information is in your guide star for 2019, so this information is at your hand. Our budget strategy, in order to do the expansion, with our plan, we want to go ahead and expand. We'll be able to serve 40% more families, and we have a strong plan of $24 million for the year. And if you look into the appendix, you'll see what I roughly went over. And appendix A is just describing the strategic plan on how our plan was documented. Our goals for the board and the chief executive officers are also in appendix B. Appendix C, staffing plans. Appendix D, strategic family, and Appendix E will go over approaches to communicate those plans. As mentioned, my name is Erica Plunkett, and I am a part of the Team 4 Consultants. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me my partner contact via email or either by phone. It has been such a pleasure here presenting to you our findings and our summaries of the strategic plan for the Ronald McDonald House. We wish the Ronald McDonald House nothing but continued success, and please give us a call if you have any questions, and thank you for tuning in. Thanks.